So currently, I am just watching my levels on the pairs that I love to trade: British pound, euro, uh, USD versus Japanese yen. If you were trading the markets, you saw what happened last week. Um, Mostly last week, but it was a trend that started prior. So basically, the euro, the pound, the yen, basically most of the major currencies actually surrendered to the US dollar, a very strong dollar. So yeah, I'm just watching, for example, here on Euro USD to see whether we are going to see more selling pressure or the selling pressure is now out of the market. But we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Anyway, one of the questions that I usually encounter, one of the questions that I usually encounter is, hey, what's the best time to be trading Forex? What's the best time of the day to be trading what? To be trading Forex. Uh, Remember, you are watching this video. Maybe you are not in the same time zone as that I am in. So you basically have to just look at the current time, your time zone, basically, and see how you fit into these trading sessions. Forex trading is 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, but we already know that nobody trades 24 hours a day. You cannot be able to sustain that unless you are trading with automated trading systems, Forex EAs, or trading software, Forex robots, basically. Then it's another story. But nobody can trade 24 hours a day. That's why we always have this question: then what's the best time of the day to get the most bang for your buck? You don't want to trade 10 hours and there's nothing in the market, nothing is moving, nothing is doing anything. You want to trade during the time when the markets are moving, when there's volume, when there's volatility, because that's the time money is actually exchanging hands. That's when people are making money. So there are basically three trading sessions, you might know, but it's mainly three trading sessions that we have in trading. Basically, we have the Tokyo session, also known as Asian session, although it includes Sydney session and stuff, but mainly Tokyo session. Then we also have the London session, which is usually uh, coincides with the time when European markets open. Then the New York session, which means also that that's the time when the when traders in the Americas, United States, Canada, all that time zone start waking up and going to the markets. So those are the main trading sessions that we have. So what trading session basically works for you is up to you. Is then depends on, for example, what time does the London session start according to your time zone, according to where you are. What time does the New York session start according to where you are? What time does the Tokyo session start according to where you are on the globe? That is a bearing on which uh, time you are going to be trading. But in this video, we are wanting to talk about the best gap in the day to be trading. So, if you are trading London session, you already know that that session is mostly dominated by Euro USD, some USD JPY, Then GBP USD, definitely. USD versus Swiss franc, definitely. Then of course you get the other pairs and stuff, but those ones are the main pairs to watch. Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, and USD versus the Swiss franc. Then if you are going to be looking at the New York session, you also have to watch out for USD versus Swiss franc. You'd have to watch out for the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Then you also need to watch out for GBP USD, Euro USD, and USD versus Canadian. Those you need to watch for the New York session. Tokyo session, things kind of die down a bit, but it doesn't mean that there is no movement in the markets. Uh, uh, Pairs that you might want to actually look at, pairs that have to do with what, with the yen, the Australian dollar, Singapore dollar, Russian ruble. So basically, maybe watch out for euro versus yen, the dollar versus the yen, euro USD. Euro USD, you can trade it in all the sessions. It's one of the pairs that dominate the market, so you can basically safely trade it throughout the trading day. Then you get the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, then the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. The trick that I always tell people is to always find a currency that's in another session which is currently closed, and match it with a currency that's in the session that's currently open, so that the currency that's usually in a session that's closed is, for example, at that time not seeing enough volume, so it's kind of weak when you compare it with a currency that's currently in a session that's open. As an example, you want to trade US dollar versus Japanese yen during New York session, because the dollar is seeing its most volumes and stuff, whereas the yen, the Tokyo session is closed, so the yen is kind of weak. There's no volume, enough volume being passed around with the yen. Okay, but having considered all of this, having talked about all of this, so which trading time during the trading day is actually best for you? I talked about sessions, I talked about currencies, but which time is best in order to make the most of your trading? Overall, what you want to look for is actually the overlap between London session and US session. There's going to be a 4 hour overlap where London session is still open, but the US session has also opened. That's usually when you get the most of volumes in trading in the market. Tokyo doesn't have those kind of volumes. The New York session alone cannot have those volumes. London session alone does not have those volumes, but London session and New York session have the majority of the volumes in the forex exchange markets. So when you have the two of them open at the same time, that's where you see maximum volumes, maximum volatilities, maximum everything. So if you're going to trade, the best time of the day to be trading forex is when there's an overlap between the London session and the New York session. I don't know what time that overlap happens for you, depending on where you are actually located on the globe. But you can basically, for some people, they'll be at work, unfortunately. For some people, they'll be asleep, unfortunately. But that's the time that you actually can make the most of your trading, when London session is open and New York session is also open. That 4 hour overlap between London session and your US, the New York trading session. So that's actually the best time of the day to be trading forex. But it doesn't mean that if you cannot catch that overlap, then it's all bad. No, I've given you the trading sessions that are available, and I have hinted on the currency pairs that you can actually that you can actually look at during all those trading sessions. If this video gave you one or two things to think about, then please consider liking it, subscribing, so that you do not miss future videos. Uh, Otherwise, if you are also looking for free forex robots, indicators, and books, stuff like that, everything that we do on this channel is for free. So see the links in the description box below. Visit those links and see if you cannot find what you are looking for. Many people also ask me about the broker that I use. See the link in the description box below. With just $5, you can start trading a real account. Okay, until next time, bye.